It's Brutonga, and I'm back in Blacksad. Still trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing, what I am missing. I tried messing around with the order that the clues or intuition or whatever, the deduction area is supposed to do, but I still cannot get anything to come of it. So I don't think I have everything I need, and I don't know where I'm supposed to go to get what I am missing. So we're going to, I guess, go back to the gym. And we're going to keep reinvestigating the stuff we have at the gym, and we're going to keep talking to everybody at the gym until something new pops up. After we load. All right, we are back at Joe Dunn's gym. I don't remember what is supposed to be happening right now. I do know that we do meet up with O'Leary and various other things. Like I said, I did beat this game years ago, about 2, maybe 3 years ago. I beat this game. I've been wanting to replay it since I beat it because I do want to get a full platinum on this. I'm sitting at about, I think, 18 of 40 trophies is where I'm sitting. But I don't know how many we will get in this run because I'm not doing an actual trophy run right now. I can still get into these, so let's see if we can look around. This is that the racist guy who wrote the obscenity on the locker over there. Can't really do our little thing here, so I don't know. There isn't anything new to look at in these. But hey. And this is Jake's locker, and Jake about flattened us for going into his locker. And we found that Clover pen, which means he's working for O'Leary, or pin rather. Lapel pin, I guess is what it is. Oh, we did not do this. This is my favorite bodyguard.
I'd forgotten that Jake used to work for Natalia. This proves I was right. It's too soon to move on.
And then, aside from that, that's just Jake's tie hat and shoes. And then over here is Jake's coat hanging up. So, nothing to see here. Aside from that picture that we missed of Natalia. The case they got away. Oh, wait. Let's go back in there. Now, we did look at that before, but there's an icon on it, so maybe there's more to that book now. Double check. We will double check. No, we can't switch the thing at the top. Let's switch the book again. No. Nothing. Alright. That was a big clump of nothing right there. Maybe Jake has some new dialogue. Check this corner. We already checked the scaffolding. Nope, nothing new. Alright. Let's go talk to Sonia. Now that we know him and Bobby Yale had an argument that morning. Maybe Sonia has some new dialogue. There's nothing on the roof. We've been up there like 2, 3 times. There's nothing up there.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Okay, great. So, no, can't talk to her about anything new. There's got to be something we're missing. So that gun is Bobby Yale's gun, not Joe Dunn's, apparently, anyway. Nothing in the trash we can look at. Picture of Jake.
Sonia's measurements stop at 18, and there's a gap in Bobby's between ages 15 and 17.
And we know why that happened. It's because Bobby left, got in with the bad crowd, came back to rob Joe. Joe stopped him from robbing the place, and he took up boxing again. We found all that out from Jake.
I don't know why.
I don't want to do
Something
that.
just doesn't
Come on.
add up.
All right, man. That's just the officer still. What am I missing? There's something I'm missing. Unless we do, is there anything new in this? Yeah, I really don't know. There's painting on the scaffolding. Call off the fight. No, it doesn't go like that. Painting on the scaffolding. There's a stain on the gym floor. Someone put a can in the trash. So they're fighting. We want to call off the fight. And that ends the arc right there. Yeah, I'm good. I've tried pretty much everything in here. We got to be missing something. Ah, what is the order these are supposed to go in? So they had an argument. He wanted to call off the fight. Nope. There's got to be something missing, man. Got to be. I tried putting those in every order I can put them in, and they're just not working. We're missing a clue somewhere. Somehow, some way. We're missing something. Jake said he didn't know or he forgot Dunn was painting. So, I mean, I guess it could be Jake's footprints. And it could be Bobby Yale's footprints. They don't look like they don't look like they're Mary's footprints. They look like boots, not, a lady's shoe. What's going on, man? What do we gotta freaking do? It's starting to frustrate me now. I swear that's what we're supposed to be doing, but...
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No, she's still
Investigation
looking.
work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah, I do know, because I'm trying to figure stuff out myself. So Mary misplaced her scarf. She says she misplaced her scarf. I don't see where we would find her scarf either. The dude in the alley is asleep. Can't talk to him. Talk to our cars. Are gonna say the same thing. Yeah, he wants the yellow one instead. Yada yada. Don't care. This guy doesn't move. So you can't talk to him. Can't interact with him. He's always standing there though, so it's like maybe I'll just talk to this guy, but no, you don't do nothing. It's just decoration. You're always there too. It says back in 10 minutes, but these guys are in there. Can I go? It's on another card. Well, you can't go in there for some reason. All right, what is the deal with this man? Come on. There's got to be paint. We're just going to start throwing them in there and hope one happens. Yeah, I'm really confused by what the hell's going on. Alrighty, back to the gym, I guess. Let's try the phone again because Weekly said he was gonna check with O'Leary. We called Weekly before. We checked everything else so far, so maybe like we progressed enough for him to be on the phone. The only person we can call is the chief. And last time we called him, nothing happened. He's just like, I'm not your friend, buddy. And John's like, I'm not your buddy, friend.
You're gonna like what I have to tell you about the Dunn case.
Oh, wait a minute, this is new.
Dunn and the gym's cleaning lady were about to get married.
Great. Call What's News. They'll know what to do with such an incredibly interesting piece of information.
The combination on Dunn's safe was her birthday. He even gave her a ring. You know, your typical suicidal bliss.
Okay, I'm still not convinced, but I might have something for you.
Alright, so that's what we needed to do, I guess. But nothing happened last time we talked to him, and we had already done all this stuff with Mary, so... I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Jukebox is out of order.
Life is often off key, like a bad song. The notes come together but feel flat, unable to create anything resembling music.
Hey, it's the chief.
And yet, there are ways to string them together to create harmony. Ways that are not always entirely in our hands.
Here's some pancakes.
You look tired, John.
I was born tired. I'm used to it.
You're not the only one. Yep, I'm beat. I'm starving. Just got back from the annual police medical. Not only did I have to fast, but I also had to chug 2 enormous glasses of water. John, you alright?
I've had better days, and I'll have them again, I hope.
We both deserve to. The thing is, I'd love to help you out with this case, but I can't. You know I work for the state of New York. If I had any information, I couldn't share it with a private eye. Even if it was lying on top of this table.
You drank 2 huge glasses of water. How are your kidneys coping with that?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should go to the... If you'll excuse me.
So he deliberately snuck John some information. What we got here? Case number 17-1697, Joseph Richard Dunn, male, widower, lynx, dark brown, 47-163-55. At 7 p.m. on October 19, 1950-something. Violent asphyxia, suffocated, suicide. External findings: rope around the neck present 4 ring-shaped marks around the entire circumference, causing. I said rope. A circumference. Okay, great. What else? Yeah, swollen, slightly scraped knuckles on the right hand probably caused recent trauma.
Interesting.
She was done with punching something. No internal autopsy was performed since external evidence seems sufficiently conclusive.
Now I feel even thinner. So do my kidneys.
Thanks.
Truth is, John, it all seemed clear to me before, but now? Please, promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I'll try, but sometimes there's no alternative.
All right. In any case, keep me posted, will you?
Friend, you can count on it.
Take care, John.
As always, Smirnov had given me new, potentially relevant information. Not to mention second thoughts. When an old dog like him gets that serious, one must be prepared to bite.
Alrighty. Now we might be able to put some of this stuff together. Oh, those don't go together. Too bad. Alright. I don't think we do have enough yet. We got 3 new ones, but I still don't think they added quite enough to result in anything. Alright, man. Jeez. There we go. Talk to Jake. Tell Jakey what we found out. If it will let us. No. Nothing there. See if we can have new dialogue with Sonia.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Alrighty, so what do we gotta do here?
I don't know why. Something just doesn't add up.
Alright, so that's not it. They were arguing.
Dunn must have punched the can while he was arguing with Yale. I guess that explains why he threatened to call the fight off.
Don't want to do that. Come on. Let's talk to you. Shaking around. Still nothing. Alright. Let's try this again. If this don't work, we have more deductions to do apparently.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation
Jeez.
work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah, it says we have one. Alright. So we're just gonna try all this crap. Nope. Alright. Don't need that. We have the chest expander. We do that. No. Oh, come on. I don't see what his weight would have to do with that. And that one doesn't have anything to do with this stuff. It's got to be these. So, what's the weight and height have to do with?
I'm much taller than Dunn.
Oh,
And I
I
can
mentioned that in the
barely
first
reach
part.
noose.
I said that stool was too short for him to fit in the noose. I said
There's
that in the
no
very
way
first
Dunn
part.
hanged himself.
Why didn't I clue into that?
Not on his own, at least.
Yeah, because I said there's no way that guy would have reached the ladder or reached that noose with that stool. I should have realized that was what I had to say. Yeah, it wasn't tall enough. And there we go.
Bobby Yale. I don't know if you had a motive to kill Dunn, but you certainly had the murder weapon.
We got another deduction due. What we got here?
Christ. Did Yale kill Dunn just because he wanted to call off the fight?
There we go.
I always knew Bobby had issues. But I never thought he'd go that far.
I couldn't say. In my line of work, you really shouldn't jump to conclusions.
But the chest expander, the box in his locker, the marks on my father's neck. It all leads to him.
No, it leads to someone killing him with Bobby's chest expander.
In any case, that doesn't
It's
change.
coincidental they had an argument before he died.
It does, actually. Now we know he didn't kill himself.
My father's still dead, and you still haven't found Bobby Yale. Nothing has changed. Opening the safe and finding my father's will won't help us achieve anything. So please hurry. Time's wasting.
Sonia's indifference never ceased to amaze me. But most importantly, why was she so opposed to Yale?
John Blacksad? I think I owe you an apology.
So Leary.
Apology accepted. But what exactly are you apologizing for?
Listen, I don't think my fellow workers treated you with the respect you deserve. I'm so sorry they wrinkled your suit. The thing is, they didn't know we shared a common goal. Bobby Yale. I want to find him and get to the bottom of this as much as you do, Mr. Blacksad. So please, kindly accept my invitation. Why not share our findings? Come on.
Of course. You don't mind me riding in this fancy car with a wrinkled suit, do you?
Huh. I think you look mighty dapper, Mr. Blacksad. Although, if those wrinkles were to rub off on me...
Yeah,
I
sort of in a
always
bad
play
spot.
it nice and safe.
That guy don't exactly like us because we ruined his marriage too. So you know, it's yeah. We're just gonna play nice so we don't get beat the hell out of us again, or shot, or worse, because you know that rhino got it out for us. And one way or another, we were going to get in that car.
Thank you, Blacksad. You won't regret this. So let's cut to the chase. I need Bobby Yale to fight Stone. There's just too much money at stake. So, I'm offering you my help to find Yale. Let's work together.
What kind of help do you need?
A simple exchange of information. You're a good detective. And I, well, let's just say I have my own ways of making people talk.
So O'Leary's a bookie. He's gonna lose a lot of money if this fight don't happen.
Let's work together.
I thought you'd be hard to convince. That you'd appeal to the moral high ground or something. Please, hear me out. Let's say I bet a beer that we find Yale in 3 days, and you bet a beer that we don't. In 3 days, one of us has to buy the other a beer. Is that so bad? We're simply two grown men using our money and free will to conduct a small private exchange. And most importantly, we're not hurting anyone. So, yeah, I run a gambling business. What's so bad about that?
I can't really say.
Well, I can. Nothing. But I'll tell you what is wrong. The way our government is ruining America. We live in a so-called free country. A place where honest people can make a living, provided they don't hurt anybody. We're not communists. Well, at least I'm not.
I would have never thought otherwise. As for me, I'm not either.
Ha! Well then, you see, we're all among friends. In any case, that's not my point. The government betrays our nation's values by passing communist laws that forbid an honest man like me to make a living without hurting a soul. And that, Mr. Blacksad, is just wrong. I'd even say it's unconstitutional. Do you get my point now?
All right, I get your point.
Ha! I knew you would. When the government passes these laws, there's only one legitimate weapon the people can wield. The same weapon that turned America into a great nation. Civil disobedience. So, as the proud American that I am, it's my duty to disobey.
You're bending the truth to justify organized crime.
Oh, no. It might have been organized crime, but not anymore. I wasn't always a boss, you know. No, sir. I started at the bottom, when Lucky Blitzen ran the show. That good for nothing. His was a reign of terror, extortion, violence, you know, that sort of unpleasant thing. When I took over, I decided I'd make people want to do my bidding. Not out of fear, but out of gratitude. I decided to help people so they would help me.
That beating your thugs gave me was really helpful. Thank you so much.
Those poor bastards didn't even know you were a detective, that you were on our side.
Maybe at first. But when they tied me up and beat the socks off me, they knew very well who I was.
Seriously? That goes against my rules. Who was it?
It was just Colbert.
That bastard. Don't you worry. I will have a serious talk with him. I cannot tolerate this behavior. Please accept my apologies, Mr. Blacksad. As I said before, I like to help.
It was technically both of them,
so I
but
can count on
we want to get that rhinoceros off our
that
asses.
applies to fellow partners like police or, in this case, a detective. I won't deny this business has its fair amount of violence, extortion, and casualties, but I'd rather leave that to my enemies. And you are not my enemy. And, it looks like we're here.
What's that they say? Necessity makes for strange bedfellows. There we go.
Yale's apartment?
I told you I'm on your side. Go ahead, search the place. I'll wait down here. When you're done, you can honor our arrangement and share your findings with me. Or not. It's your call, Mr. Blacksad. I'll make sure you're suitably compensated. Colbert! Wilson!
We made it into Yale's place. Now we get to search old Bobby Yale's.
The worst thing about O'Leary's boys dropping by isn't the beating, but the fact that I can't tell what's theirs and what's Yale's. Can't say this is the ideal drink for an athlete. Then again, it could be your classic bookie thug lunch.
No, come on. The angle changed and then went back to the pizza.
Good old Mary Purnell is full of surprises.
Look at that. Old Mary and Bobby. Big old hippo boxer. Is that King Hippo, bro? Found another card. A goalie.
17th century French fables. There must be one boring old lady.
Another card. Another hockey player. I think that's all. It's over here. Yeah, steam and radiator.
A woman's fragrance.
Mary's scarf.
Almost angelical. I'm not sure how Yale's love of pickles will help me crack the case, but it's good to know. That means she's been here recently. But why? What does Sweet Mary have to do with Yale, the murder suspect?
The card. Sink full of dirty dishes. Stone and Yale poster. Another card. Another book. It's Bobby Yale's father.
Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago? Why would you want such a big closet for so few clothes? Unless you're a bachelor, that is.
I don't want to click on that. I wanted to click on. We don't want to go that way yet. Can you look at that? Nope.
Nice chain. So,
The
you like
Sicilian
your mob
Capo.
stories, don't you, Bobby? Seems like Bobby inherited something more than boxing skills from his father, besides the tendency to vanish into thin air, of course.
Anything else over there? Over there.
Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
Come on, go further in. Okay, I'm stuck on the toilet, man. I guess can't go any further. That's it. If I avoid O'Leary, this is going to lead to problems.
When I left, I told O'Leary I hadn't found a thing. The minute I was alone, I left for Mary's. But before all that, I took a small parting gift for her.
You grab her scarf. See, so we didn't have to deal with O'Leary anyway. He just told me he didn't find anything. And then we didn't have to sneak out and avoid O'Leary, which would have probably ticked off O'Leary. He'd have been like, thought we were friends, bro. Why you ditched me like that? You know how long I waited? Then he wouldn't have been happy. He would have been annoyed. So, we don't have to worry about all that.
I've never trusted angels.
Mr. Blacksad? What a...
Surprise?
Uh-oh.
When they fall, they turn into demons.
Joey told me he was going to spend the afternoon painting the gym and that Bobby would be fixing something up on the roof. So, after I found the body and called the police, I went to Bobby's place, but he wasn't there.
How did you open the door to his apartment?
I think it was already open. Everything is so confusing. I'm sorry, Mr. Blacksad.
Don't be. I'm here to figure it all out. What's your relationship with Bobby Yale?
He was like a son to Joey, and we were about to get married, so, you know.
Okay, I think it's time to set things straight. I knew you were cheating on Dunn with Yale. Or was it the other way around?
No! How can you even think of something like that?
How can you convince me otherwise? I found a picture at Yale's apartment. It's you and him on a roller coaster. Care to explain, Miss Purnell?
I'm not white, Mr. Blacksad.
What?
7 of my great-grandparents were white. The 8th was black. According to law, I'm a black citizen, even if my skin says the contrary. Do you know what that means when you're born in North Arlington, Alabama?
Segregated schools and a worse education for colored children.
We even have different water fountains, for God's sake. The separate but equal doctrine and all that.
That damn nonsense.
And all the lies. That's why I moved here. No one knows what color my great-grandparents were.
I completely understand you, Mary.
Just think if you were also a woman. He's my nephew, Mr. Blacksad. Joe and I first started taking care of poor Bobby when my sister died. That was when he was almost 15. The 3 of us went on that trip to Luna Park.
So this is where Joe Dunn comes in.
Bobby was the only one who knew about me and Joey. We were afraid that someone would use my past to ruin his career.
It's not the first time I hear that story. You should have told me this sooner.
I've been hiding it all my life. I'm sorry.
Time to see what we can see. That's part of the smell of the fireplace. What's that? Whoa. Oh.
Fresh out of the oven. The whole room smells like pie.
And the smell of the fireplace. Femininity starts at home, Belinda S. Lovelace.
TV and radio all in one. Where will these mad times lead us?
One more scent.
Mary smells like... Actually, the whole room smells like a pie fresh out of the oven. So I can't identify any other fragrances. Are you sure you don't know where your nephew is?
I've looked everywhere. He's nowhere to be found.
Don't worry. I'll find him.
Thank you.
About Sonia Dunn and the ring. Well, I told her about you and Joe Dunn. I had no choice.
And what did she say?
I don't think she took it too well, but she might come to understand it.
Maybe. But I'm not so sure you'll be able to keep my other secrets safe.
Your secret is safe with me.
I'd like to believe you.
That cherry pie smells so good. I'm starting to get hungry.
Thanks. I pulled it out of the oven right before you arrived. Oh, where are my manners?
Who's watching
I'm
her?
the worst hostess in the world.
Is that just camera angle? Or is there someone else in that?
Let me go get a knife from the kitchen. And you must be thirsty. Let me see. OJ? Coffee?
I'll take some coffee, thanks.
Look at that. You got a card right there.
She's wearing the same clothes in both pictures, so she's probably telling the truth. Sorry, I was going to help you with that.
Oh, busted. Snooping. Did he eat the whole pie? Dang, bro. Can't see the fireplace.
Now that there's almost no pie left, the scent has also disappeared. Interesting. Now Mary smells like a huge dog. Mary, when are you going to stop lying? I know your nephew's here. I can smell him.
What? No. I already told you I don't know where he is.
Stop playing around and tell me. Where is he?
You can search the whole house if you want. Go ahead. He's not here.
Wait a minute. She's not the one who smells like that. That's where Bobby Yale's scent is coming from. So, that's why you were sitting there.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Could you step aside so I can check, please?
Please go.
Mary, for Christ's sake, put that knife down, would you?
Leave or I'll...
Mary, please, calm down.
I mean it.
I don't want to hurt you.
Leave her alone!
I was dodging the wrong way. Oh couldn't do it in time.
Think about Mary, Bobby.
Don't even mention her name.
Dang, bro. He didn't have a heart attack.
Call an ambulance. Do as I say. Go on, call an ambulance. Do it now. In the face of a heart attack, there's two things you can't forget. One, stay calm. Two, 1 chest compression per second. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi. 5 Mississippi.
Bobby. Oh, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. Bobby. Thank you.
I had lots of reasons to consider this a great day. I had investigated a suicide case. I had discovered that, in truth, we were dealing with a murder. I had found and captured the prime suspect. And I had saved a life. And yet, everything in me screamed that something was going wrong. Terribly wrong.
And this guy goes through a lot of smokes. He had to count to Mississippi. MISSISSIPPI. That's what he had to count to.
Promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I want a gun.
What the hell?
Bang, bang, bang.
Signboard says cooties.
Violence, extortion, and casualty.
I hate detectives.
Bang, bang, bang.
You're dead meat, cat.
That you, Smirnoff?
You seem agitated. Nightmare?
Yeah, I have a lot of those.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us. Anyway, why don't you go home? In his current condition, Yale's not going anywhere. Besides, we'll take it from here.
Who is that? Can we trust him?
I know how to pick my man, John. You? I'm not so sure. I asked you not to get involved, or at least give me a heads up.
Bobby Yale attacked me. I had to do something.
If you had warned me, maybe we could have avoided his assault. Anyway, what's done is done. When exactly did you realize that he killed Dunn? Out of sheer curiosity. I'm a cop after all.
To be honest, I'm not so sure Yale killed anyone.
How about the motive? Any ideas?
I know Dunn wanted to call the fight off after something Yale did, but I still don't know what.
In any case, hopefully Yale will tell us more.
Would you let me ask him some questions when he wakes up?
I know you will, with or without my permission, so I'd rather not feel betrayed. In exchange, drop by the station when you can. Your investigation could really help my men. Who, by the way, must be waiting for me to interrogate Mary Purnell. Boy, she was hard to pry from Yale's side.
She's been through a lot in the past days. Be nice to her.
Of course. In spite of it all, we're not just vigilantes. And as for you, go get some rest. God knows you need it.
I can't promise anything.
Tell the nurses to look at that face of yours. You look like a film detective in his last scene.
I'm afraid this film isn't over yet.
For your sake, I hope you're wrong. You're in charge now, officer.
Okay.
I'll send you relief in 6 hours. Understood?
Doctor,
Who are?
Oh, detective. Congratulations. You fared pretty well against that kid. Better than most would have. Now, if you'll excuse me.
well, I always land on my feet.
Come on. There we go. Doesn't want to focus right there. You go. Come on. There we go. Dr. Palmer. We got one more. Where's the other one?
We, as a society, simply don't trust reptiles. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is our extended belief that there's logic to that distrust, that it's natural and well-founded. How's Yale? Is he awake?
Oh, yeah. Go check on him before he falls asleep again. Although, try not to bother him with too many questions.
Will this have long-term effects on his health?
It's too soon to tell. He did have a heart attack after all.
That's a good idea. Let's go smoke in the room with the heart
away.
attack patient.
I don't want to see you. The doctor told me to sleep.
I rarely get to interrogate a suspect with his guard down in a place as quiet as this. Getting the chance to study his body language with no distractions is a rare gift. His heart rate is increasing. It could mean that he's lying, but it could also just be pure, unadulterated rage. He's looking straight at me. If he couldn't hold my stare, I'd think he's lying, but that's not the case. He's clenching his fist, a sign of contained anger. Clenched fist, fast heart rate, fixed stare. He feels some genuine rage towards me. I'm sorry you don't want to see me, but I saved your life, son.
Maybe my aunt feels gratitude. I certainly don't. Luckily, I just got my medication. I'll be snoozing soon.
All right, I'll just cut to the chase. Is he lying, or did his heart rate speed up out of rage? He can't look me in the eye. I'd say he's lying. Is he holding back his rage? Who killed Joe Dunn?
What? Are you trying to confuse me? Joe hanged himself.
Dunn was too short to hang himself with that rope.
So, it's true? He was murdered.
Why is his heart rate skyrocketing? I know the murder weapon was yours.
What? The rope? I don't get it. What weapon do you mean?
Don't play with me, boy. The chest expander.
An expander? I've never had one of those.
All right. Let's just say that I believe you. The murderer killed Dunn with a chest expander and planted evidence to make us believe it was suicide. But he also left enough clues behind to make sure we found the true murder weapon. Then he put the chest expander box in your locker to frame you. Do you know anyone that twisted and who also happens to have a motive?
I don't know.
Desmond O'Leary certainly seems twisted enough. Did he have anything against Dunn?
I'm not sure if they knew each other. At least not in person. About a month ago, Joe kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym. He was trying to give a business card to...
Jacob's Giambi.
Yeah, exactly. Did Jake tell you about that?
Something like that. What about Sonia Dunn?
Sonia? I doubt it. She's odd, but she's his daughter.
I've seen worse, believe me. Maybe it was... What am I saying? Jake could never pull off something like that. Nothing. Never mind. What about Frank Cassidy? Do you think he has a motive?
Maybe. A few weeks ago, Joe took me to a boxing managers association meeting.
Headed by Cassidy.
Yeah. He was obsessed with making it illegal for boxers to fight without a manager. Or without an associated manager. Everyone seemed to go along with it until Joe spoke up. He said that would lower us to mob status. That Cassidy had founded the association just to make money by monopolizing the sport. That made others think twice. And Cassidy ended up empty-handed.
Poor Cassidy.
Blacksad, I think I owe you an, You know, my father disappeared when I was 6, right after winning a fight. We never heard from him again. Do you know what that does to a kid? Who knows where I'd be if Joe Dunn hadn't been in my life. Even when I lost my way and put a gun to his head years later, he still took me under his wing and managed to steer me in the right direction. And now that he's gone, you're risking your life to find his murderer. Thanks.
I'm just doing...
He's out. Lights out. Bobby Yale. Yeah, rough day. Search the room.
The number of cigarette butts is inversely proportional to my hours of sleep. Ah, damn.
Oh, he's out smokes. Alright, let's check him out. I already did that.
The hands say a lot about what's going on inside a person. Is that eye movement normal? He seems restless. Should I tell someone?
See, there's no fever whatsoever. He must be having a nightmare.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't you have nightmares too, after what he went through yesterday? I know I sure wouldn't sleep.
I have nightmares myself, but those go way back.
Oh, the poor thing. Do you know what my nightmare is? It's that witch I have to work with. Oh. Good thing she's got trauma surgery at 12:30, but I wish it were a little sooner, you know? Anyway, thank you for letting me know, and for bringing him in. You don't know how excited I am to be involved in a criminal case.
It might not be important, but I need to take a look at his medical report. I need to take a look at his medical report.
Well, come on. Bob. I want to look at the boots. What's going on here, man? It's not even moving. And then come on, turn.
Ugh.
No paint. I was kind of trying to walk around the room, make sure I don't miss any cards. Don't see any. Into the hallway. Let's check this area. Oh, there we go. We're gonna check the phone. Let's call weekly. Red Apple cigarettes. Are you ready to blow? No answer from Weekly. That ain't a good thing.
Dunn's Gym. Jay Castellambe speaking.
Jake, it's Blacksad. I just wanted to...
I have work to do, John. Call you later. Ronald, get on that ring!
Oh, there's a card down there. I see it. That's the dough nurse. We gotta wait till she leaves. Fire extinguisher. Fire hose, rather. Not an extinguisher. Oh, another card. Come on. Oh, another card right there. Come on, man.
Hi.
You're awake, handsome?
Cigarettes, 25 cents.
They ran several tests on Bobby Yale last night after admitting him. Have the results come in yet?
No, I don't think so, handsome.
I'll take a pack of Morley's, please.
Honey, get me a pack of Morleys for Mr. Hanson.
Oh, he's got more smokes now. He blew smoke out of his eyeballs. All right, that's where we're going to stop this time at the cardiology desk with the nurses. We're going to have to wait for Miss Doe to bugger off before we can look at these things, I think. I don't know for sure. We'll figure that out when we come back. That's it for this time. Thanks for watching. So long.